Now we need to solve this equation. Root over 2x minus 3 is equal to 3 minus x. So we see that we have a square root on the left hand side. So first let us get rid of the square root. In order to get rid of this square root, we need to square it. But if we square the left hand side, in order to maintain the equality, we need to square the right hand side as well. So we square both the sides of this equation, and squaring this, we get 2x minus 3. Squaring the right hand side, we get 3 minus x whole square. So squaring both the sides of this equation, we get this. Now, this left hand side is equal to, let us expand this, 3 minus x whole square. Let us expand it using a plus b whole square. So this gives us 9 minus 2 into 3 into x, which is 6x, plus x whole square, which is x square. So this is what we have. 2x minus 3 is equal to 9 minus 6x plus x square. Now we have an x square term on the right hand side. We have negative 6x. So we can take this 2x to the right hand side, and this becomes negative 8x. And we write the x square term as it is. So we have x square, negative 6x minus 2x is negative 8x. We have 9 here. If we take this negative 3 to the right hand side, it becomes plus 3. So 9 plus 3 gives us 12. So we have taken all the terms from the left hand side to the right hand side. So we have 0 here. Or we can bring this here and take the 0 here. So we can write it as x square minus 8x plus 12 equal to 0. This is what we have. Now this is a quadratic equation in one variable x. So let us solve it using factoring. We need to find two numbers whose product is 12 and sum is negative 8. So the product of the numbers should be 12 and the sum should be negative 8. What will be the two numbers? Well, if we consider negative 6 and negative 2, their product is 12. And negative 6 plus negative 2, their sum is negative 8. So these are the two numbers required for splitting the middle term. So we write it as x square minus 6x minus 2x plus 12 equal to 0. Now, from the first two terms, what do we have in common? We have x in common. So we take x common and we are left with x minus 6. From the last two terms, we take negative 2 common. So take negative 2 common and we have x minus 6 here. Now we have x minus 6 and x minus 6. So this is common. So we take x minus 6 into, we have x here and we have negative 2 here. So x minus 6 into x minus 2 equal to 0. So this is what we have. X minus 6 into x minus 2 equal to 0. Now the product of these two is 0. So one of them has to be 0. So either x minus 6 equal to 0 or x minus 2 equal to 0. This is what we have. And we can solve it to get the values of x. X minus 6 equal to 0 implies x is equal to 6. X minus 2 equal to 0 implies x is equal to 2. So we have x is equal to 6 or x is equal to 2. We have got this after solving this equation using squaring both sides. So this is our equation, and we have got x equal to 6 and x equal to 2 as the solutions after squaring both the sides of this equation. Now let us verify whether these solutions actually satisfy this equation. So first let us consider x equal to 2. So left hand side is equal to root over 2. In place of x, we substitute 2. 2 into 2 minus 3, which is equal to root over 4 minus 3, which is equal to root 1, that is 1. And right hand side is equal to 3 minus 2, which is equal to 1. So this is equal to this, hence x equal to 2 satisfies this equation, and it is a solution of this equation. Now let us check for x equal to 6. Left hand side is equal to root over 2 into 6 minus 3. So we have put 6 in place of x. 2 into 6 is 12. So we have root 12 minus 3, which is equal to root 9, which is 3. Positive square root of 9 is equal to 3. Now right hand side is equal to 3 minus x, that is 3 minus 6, which is equal to negative 3. But this and this are not equal. Hence, x is equal to 6 is not a solution of this equation. But how did this happen, even though we had performed all the steps correctly while solving this equation? So how did we reach an incorrect solution? Well, observe this statement. Negative 2 is equal to 2. It is a false statement because negative 2 is not equal to 2. Now square both the sides. Squaring both the sides, we have 4 is equal to 4. Negative 2 square is 4. 2 square is also 4. This is a true statement. So the essence is that when we square, even some false statements become true. So x equal to 6 and x equal to 2 are the solutions obtained after squaring both the sides of this equation. So x equal to 6, which is an incorrect solution or a false solution, it became true when we squared both the sides of this equation. So essentially, when you solve an equation by squaring both the sides, you need to check the solutions whether they satisfy the original equation or not. So put all the solutions in the original equation, check the left hand side and the right hand side, and check whether they are equal or not to conclude whether all the solutions satisfy the original equation or not.